Winding country roads, framed by dry stone walls, lead through rolling hillsides bordered by hedgerows and dotted with the occasional grazing sheep. Golden wheat fields akin to a shimmering quilt woven with sunlight sway gently in the breeze. Meadows adorned with wildflowers boast splashes of vibrant red, serene blue, and sunny yellow, intermingling with delicate shades of lavender and blush pink, capturing the essence of a summer's dream. Passing the charming wooden sign by the side of the road that reads Country Meadows Inn, which has welcomed many guests before you. And continuing down the lane, flanked by majestic oak trees, their branches forming a natural canopy over the winding road, you draw nearer to your destination. These picturesque lanes guide you past cozy cottages with thatched roofs, nestled among vibrant gardens bursting with life. Ahead, a weathered stone bridge with moss-covered crevices spans a babbling brook, inviting you to cross over and step into the enchanting world of an English fairy tale cottage nestled amidst the tranquil countryside. Thank you for joining me tonight. My name is Skylar. I appreciate the opportunity to be your safe haven as you prepare to rest your eyes and drift off to sleep. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you enjoy these sleep stories, please consider liking and subscribing. As a creator on my small corner of YouTube, your support is greatly appreciated. It inspires me to keep creating content that helps you find rest and fall asleep with happy thoughts. Now, before we continue with tonight's cozy cottage sleep story, let's take a moment to fully relax with tonight's countryside relaxation visualization. Picture yourself nestled on a cozy picnic blanket in the heart of the English countryside, surrounded by a magical forest blanketed with delicate bluebells. Sunlight gently filters through the foliage, casting a warm, dappled glow that dances around you. It feels like a lazy Sunday afternoon where time slows down and worries fade away. Inhale deeply and and savor the earthy aroma of the woodland and the sweet perfume of the blooming bluebells. Listen closely to the cheerful melodies of birdsong above the gentle babbling of a nearby stream, adding harmony to the tranquil symphony of nature. Feel the softness of the picnic blanket beneath you, offering a comforting embrace against the lush ground. Take a moment to admire the intricate beauty of the bluebells swaying in the breeze, their delicate petals, the subtle gradient of hues from pale lavender to deep indigo, creating a serene sea of color around you. As you breathe in the serenity of this picturesque scene, let it wash away any lingering stress or tension. Embrace the present moment fully, relishing in the beauty of nature and the pure bliss of a peaceful day in the countryside. Now close your eyes if you have not already, and let me be your guide and safe haven as we immerse ourselves in tonight's Sleepscape Journey. A pristine gravel driveway gracefully meanders toward a picturesque thatched roof cottage, embraced by a quaint picket fence. In the yard, a vibrant spring garden bursts forth with a riot of wildflowers, their colorful blooms dancing in the gentle breeze. Amidst the towering foxgloves, the common blue butterfly flits and flutters from one flower to another, adding a whimsical touch to the scene. Ivy elegantly trails over the aged brick exterior, enhancing the cottage's rustic charm. An elegant matted midnight teal blue door with golden hardware stands as a welcoming invitation, while garden stone steps lead you to the threshold with a gentle grace. Completing the scene, the lawn is freshly mown, setting the stage for your arrival at the Fairy Dell Cottage within country Meadows Inn. As you approach the doorway of the Fairy Dell Cottage, your attention is momentarily captured by a sight in the sky above. A group of sparrows, their wings a blur of motion, dart and dive in mesmerizing flight patterns against the backdrop of the English countryside. Their synchronized movements weave an intricate dance in the air, captivating your senses with the beauty of their graceful flight. The sunlight catches the iridescent sheen of their feathers, casting shimmering reflections as they navigate the expanse above. It's a fleeting yet enchanting moment, adding to the magic of your surroundings as you step closer to the threshold of your countryside retreat. As you approach the cottage door, you notice a brown tabby cat with white paws and a pink nose basking in the afternoon sun. It walks nonchalantly on the fence ledge and offers you a gentle and deliberate blink as it takes a long stretch with its front paws and releases a big yawn before continuing along with its catwalk fashion. As you knock the door, you admire the beautiful blue door with its golden hardware, a knocker, a tiny mailbox flap, and two warmly lit sconces hanging on either side. The innkeeper, Mr. and Mrs. Honeywood, having expected your arrival, greet you at the doorway. They are an older couple, a husband and wife, who have been married for the past 30 years. As you find out during introductions, the elderly woman is holding a basket of freshly picked white and purple lilacs that elegantly droop over the basket's edges. Her graying brown hair neatly in a bun. Her husband, with matching peppered hair, wears dark brown spectacles and a pipe at the corner of his mouth. He takes your luggage and welcomes you, holding a newspaper in his right hand as he engages in pleasant conversation. The resident dog, a friendly border collie named Rusty, runs from behind the cottage, wagging its tail excitedly. It sits obediently beside its owner, waiting for the cue from the elderly couple to greet you, their honored guest. Stepping inside, you are welcomed by a tastefully decorated cottage living space with a touch of medieval decor. Exposed brick pocket shelves showcase weathered brick, adding a historical feature to the cozy cottage interior. Mrs. Honeywood places her basket of flowers on the brick pocket shelf and welcomes you as their guest in the Fairytale Cottage. She passes you a set of keys for the duration of your stay and assures you that they are simply a phone call away if you need anything at all. You will find everything you need within the home and are welcome to explore the garden and borrow the bicycle parked beside the garden shed outside. As they make their exit, you stand by the doorway and watch as Rusty happily walks beside Mr. Honeywood, wagging his tail as they disappear around the bend. Closing the door slowly behind you, you now turn your attention to the cozy cottage within country Meadows Inn. To your left, a window bench beckons, adorned with plump seating cushions and slouchy decorative gray and light blue banquet pillows, reminiscent of a cloudy day with the sun peeking through, revealing patches of light blue sky. It's an inviting spot to rest, listen to the birdsong, and admire the picturesque view of the meandering river in the distance. Beautiful medieval wooden shutters frame the window, bringing a touch of history and charm to the cottage with their naturally beautiful grain and textures. In the center of the room stands an antique pedestal table, its peeling paint adding character and allure. A delicate white lace floral table runner adorns its surface, adding a touch of elegance. A rustic ceramic white milk jug filled with pink daisies adds warmth and a hint of countryside charm to the room, while a plate of pink macaroons adds an extra inviting touch. Beneath the table lies a vibrant patchwork boho rug, its patchwork motif boasting a rich array of hues, including rose, taupe, sky blue, ivory, green, and orange. Above, a classical crystal chandelier hangs gracefully, its candle-style lights casting a soft and welcoming glow throughout the room, adding to the cozy ambience of the cottage, while an antique clock ticks rhythmically in the background, its gentle ticking a constant reminder of the peaceful and calming atmosphere of the place. It's placed tastefully on the wall alongside two antique plates with a golden trim around their edges and a painted picture of a cottage with wildflowers growing along the edge of the plate, adding to the enchanting scene. Golden, rustic framed floral oil paintings adorn the walls, further enhancing the relaxing comforts of a cozy English home. Leaving your belongings by the doorway, you enter the kitchen, where your eyes are drawn to a stunning, elongated wooden farmhouse table. It's encircled by a collection of mismatched wooden chairs and bathed in natural light streaming through the glass-paneled garden doors. The wooden parts of the doors are painted in a soft, dusty blue-gray hue, reminiscent of a majestic mountain range enveloped in a gentle fog. On the table, a narrow glass vase with a wide base holds freshly picked stems of purple lavender, enhancing the already soothing scents of aged wood and musk lingering within the cottage. Along the eggshell painted wooden paneled walls is an artist's shelf adorned with paint brushes, a glass jar, and a blank white canvas. Its presence hints at creativity and the opportunity for artistic expression, fostering a sense of inspiration and possibility. Below it, on the second shelf, are a set of cookbooks and tea jars. Upon the buffet sits a basket full of ripening apples, accompanied by a set of 3 candles seated on wooden pillar candle holders of varying heights, adding a touch of rustic charm and hinting at the wholesome, natural surroundings of the countryside. The kitchen boasts a classic cream color scheme, featuring a white farmhouse sink, stylish fixtures, and gleaming copper cookware. It's the perfect space where guests often find themselves preparing brunch after waking late in the morning from a cozy and restful night's sleep. In the warmly lit kitchen, sunlight floods the space, creating an inviting ambience that feels lived in and cozy. Cooking here, you imagine, would be a joy, especially with the late afternoon sun filtering through the large windows, infusing the room with a comforting glow, as if the sun were a close friend, cooking a delicious meal with you. No words spoken, alone but not lonely, but in fact pleasantly quiet and relaxing. The property owners have also left a dozen eggs in shades of milky brown, pristine white, and cream sitting on the kitchen countertop. You imagine the delightful snack of breakfast you can create upon waking up in this cozy cottage tomorrow morning. It's another simple and considerate gift bestowed upon you. As you ascend the narrow, winding hazelnut staircase, each step creaks softly beneath your feet, as if sharing the stories of past guests who have journeyed through this cozy cottage. Your bedroom at the Fairy-Dell Cottage awaits, offering a comforting sanctuary for both the eyes and the weary soul. Exposed wooden beams grace the ceilings, adding to the room's vintage allure. The walls are painted in two serene tones, a gentle light pink hue on the lower half, reminiscent of bubblegum, while the upper half is adorned with a soothing antique ivory color, creating a harmonious contrast. At the heart of the room stands a sturdy, dark mahogany bed frame, cradling a king-sized bed, beckoning you to unwind and relax. Flanking the bed are two end tables, adorned with fabric table lamps featuring delicate floral motifs, casting a soft glow. These tables provide ample space to place your favorite reading material, inviting you to lose yourself in a book before drifting off to sleep. Through the windows, you catch glimpses of the beautiful garden in the backyard, where the crumbling ruins of what looks like an old castle wall add a touch of history to the scenery. Once again, medieval wooden shutters frame the bedroom window, allowing you to close them at night for a peaceful and restful slumber. The pillows and blankets in the bedroom are made of the softest organic cotton and adorned with blushes of pink, light dreamy purple, and lemonade yellow floral prints, while a neatly folded quilt is placed at the end of the bed for added comfort during sleep. Positioned at the foot of the bed is a large wooden chest containing an array of cozy blankets. Upon it sits a vase filled with dusty pink tulips, a plate of freshly baked cookies, and a charming antique teacup and plate. If you wander into the other two rooms on the second floor, you'll find yourself in a dedicated library space. Earthy scents emanating from aged book bindings, mingling with the musty smell of old paper, creating a comforting aroma that adds to the cozy atmosphere and stirs memories of days gone by. The hushed silence of the library provides a peaceful retreat from the worries of daily life, allowing guests to immerse themselves in the world of adventures within the pages of a fairy tale. Plush armchairs, cozy sofas, and window seats with soft cushions provide comfortable spots for reading, lounging, and daydreaming. Soft ambient lighting from lamps casts a gentle glow over the space, creating a warm an inviting atmosphere where you could read or relax for hours at your leisure. The room adjoining the bedroom is the ensuite, featuring a standalone clawfoot bathtub with bronze claws. A sheer curtain hangs from the ceiling to gently diffuse the natural light that spills into the room and over the soaker tub. The walls are adorned with light mint Victorian rose wallpaper, adding a touch of vintage elegance. An accent armchair upholstered in a light pink and purple floral covering stands invitingly in the corner. On the open shelves, plenty of fresh towels are neatly folded, releasing the clean scents of freshly washed linen. A thick, cozy cotton bath rug is laid out on the bathroom floor, ready to absorb any water once you enjoyed your bath. A small wooden tray rests across from edge to edge of the bathtub, holding a brand new bar of soap, a loofah, a package of bath salts, and a small bottle of bubble bath. A set of unlit candles and matches, along with an overturned champagne glass, sits on a small table beside the tub, accompanied by a neatly arranged bouquet of dried lavender, tied together with jute twine. It's the perfect place to take a warm, long soak, with your head gently resting on a soft plush towel and your feet perhaps dangling out of the tub rim. You can imagine indulging in the soft, gentle caress of a bubble bath with a glass of your favorite bubbly, while the bird song can be heard in the distance outside the bathroom window. After arranging your things in the bedroom, you find yourself in one of the most stunning and perhaps guest's favorite room, the sun-soaked living room with a crackling fireplace nestled within, yet another exposed brick wall. A neat pile of chopped wood sits beside the fireplace, ready for you to ignite a cozy fire and keep it burning for as long as you like. The sunroom is adorned with live ivy thriving from the ample light that streams through the expansive windows and the skylight in the ceiling. The walls are adorned with vintage artwork, including paintings of the countryside, butterflies, and floral canvases. The creamy hue of the walls adds to the warm and inviting ambience of the space. The sofa in this room resembles the color of rolling hills under the midday sun, casting a golden sheen akin to the landscape you passed on your journey to this cozy cottage retreat. Dusty pink cushions rest invitingly across the sofa, offering a comfortable spot to relax. Here you could lose yourself in another fairy tale book, bask in the warmth of the sun with a steaming cup of tea, or engage with one of the puzzle boxes atop the coffee table. Alternatively, you could simply sit and soak in the sun's rays while admiring the lovely artwork adorning the walls. Vintage drawings depict women in Victorian era clothing, delicately smelling roses in the garden. Another painting portrays a couple dressed in old-fashioned attire, taking a romantic stroll through a softly lit forest, surrounded by a golden-hued vignette. Or you might find yourself drawn to a simple yet charming scene of a woman in a dusty pink dress arranging yellow daffodils in a vase within her countryside home. The birdsong outside seems to beckon you, inviting you to explore the garden that awaits at the back entrance of this cozy cottage. As you step onto the path, flagstones lined with creeping thyme guide your way, leading to a patio table set with a napkin, fork, and knife. Beside them, a freshly brewed pot of tea steams gently, accompanied by an empty antique teacup and saucer. A plate holds 2 scones and a small jar of jam, with a handwritten note tucked underneath from the Honeywood innkeepers, expressing gratitude for your visit to Country Meadows Inn. Encircling the garden and providing a charming frame in a stone wall, reminiscent of a section of an ancient castle ruin. Wisteria cascades from the stone walls in elegant tendrils, adding a touch of natural beauty. Climbing pink roses adorned with lush dark green foliage not only bloom along the exterior walls of the cottage, but also create a picturesque alleyway. Once again, the brown tabby cat perches high upon one of the castle stones, its eyes blinking 3 times before it settles its head back upon its white paws, drifting off to sleep. Nestled amidst the blossoming garden, a quaint bench swing gently sways from an arbor entwined with fragrant climbing roses, creating a picturesque retreat. Here, you're invited to unwind with your favorite book, enveloped in the serene ambience, or simply surrender to the melodic symphony of nature's chorus. Enjoy the delightful spectacle of birds joyfully bathing in the nearby stone bird bath basin, adding to the enchantment of this idyllic setting. As you step away from the garden and beyond the picket fence, the road ahead is lined with neighboring cottages, each adding to the quaint charm of the surroundings, with its blooming gardens and inviting entrances. Ahead lies the heart of the charming village, beckoning you to explore its treasures. Antique shops display their vintage treasures, urging you to explore the tales behind each artifact. Tea houses exude tranquility with their cozy interiors, adorned with delicate lace dollies and the lingering aroma of freshly brewed tea. Artisanal bakeries tempt passerby with the enticing scent of warm bread and pastries, promising a delightful treat with every bite. Fish and chip shops fill the air with the savory aroma of frying fish, while nearby ice cream parlors offer a multitude of flavors to satisfy any craving. Pubs welcome guests with their inviting atmosphere and hearty dishes, while upscale restaurants promise a refined dining experience featuring dishes like beef Wellington and succulent roasted lamb. As you wander through the village streets, feel free to explore any of the local establishments that catch your eye, each offering its unique charm and inviting you to experience the delights of countryside living. Perhaps you'll visit the antique shop and discover an elaborate Victorian oil lamp with intricate metalwork, or stop by the quaint tea house where you can indulge in warm crumpets slathered with butter and honey, accompanied by your favorite cup of English tea. Further along is a forested path. You marvel as the sun leaks through the tree leaves, painting them with a brilliant light of sunshine. Green leaves now shimmer with a golden essence from the late afternoon sun. A family of sheep crosses your path back to the sprawling hillsides of grazing sheep on the other side. It's a mother sheep guiding 4 young lambs across the pathway. Her patience and gentle bleating mirror the calm, slow-paced reverie of the countryside. As you continue walking, you arrive at another connecting stone bridge, pausing for a moment to take in the tranquil ambience. Standing along the entrance of the bridge, you admire the serene surroundings, the melodious chirping of birds, the lush green foliage, and the gentle flow of water envelops you. A bird with hints of yellow plumage and a peculiar wagging of its tail feather hops along the stones by the water's edge, skillfully catching tiny insects as they sail across the surface of the river. Two other guesses from the country Meadows Inn ride by mounted on beautiful horses. One is brown and bears a distinctive white diamond on its forehead, while the other boasts a mix of black and white patterns. Nearby, a gentleman sits on a bench along the riverbank, engrossed in his newspaper. As you continue your leisurely stroll across the stone bridge, you run your fingers along the cool, weathered stone railing, savoring the sensation of its rough yet smooth surface. With each touch, you can almost imagine the texture resembling the scales on the back of a dragon, adding a hint of whimsy to your journey. The rhythmic sound of your footsteps echoes softly, blending with the gentle murmur of the flowing river below, creating a serene ambience that transports you to a bygone era It's as if you're stepping into a time when tales of dragons roamed freely, knights in shining armor embarked on noble quests, and visions of princesses and princes danced through the imagination. Further up the hillsides, you spot a pair of hares darting through the meadow fields, occasionally pausing to nibble on nature's bounty. Alongside the hillside runs a stone wall, but as you turn the corner where it ends, the landscape opens up to reveal a breathtaking view. Benches are strategically placed, offering a panoramic vista of the countryside. Rolling hills stretching into the distance, sprawling pastures, and grazing animals dotting the horizon. There's an undeniable sense of calmness as the sunlight begins to dim, painting the sky with hues of pink and purple. The twilight descends, enveloping the land in a tranquil embrace. Amidst the wildflowers, grazing animals, and distant birdsong, you close your eyes and inhale deeply, filled with gratitude for this moment of serenity. As the sun dips below the horizon and the evening draws near, you make your way back to the fairy-tale cottage, cherishing the memories of the countryside. As you step into the garden, now illuminated by a few tall enclosed lanterns, you notice one placed on the patio table, as if inviting you to bring its warm glow indoors. Another casting a gentle light along the pathway, and the third positioned beside the bench swing, as though asking you to take a seat. Answering the call of the soft golden light, you settle onto the bench swing, nestled under the gentle shadows of the rose bush, which sways in the moonlight. A perfectly precious pink crocheted blanket rests on the swing, inviting you to wrap yourself in its warmth should the night breeze grow chilly. You take in the beauty of the scene, with a deep, refreshing breath. You notice the patio table is now tidied, and all that is left is the peaceful solitude beneath a canopy of twinkling stars. Allow yourself to stay in this moment with the gentle spring breeze rustling the leaves of the trees and the fragrant scent of wildflowers in the air. As you retire to the cottage for the evening and follow your nightly routine, you pause by the bedroom window, drawn to the ethereal glow of the moonlight filling the room. Mesmerized by its radiance, you gently close the medieval wooden shutters before turning your attention to the inviting bed. As you slowly slide beneath the warm floral patterned bed coverings, it's as if you're welcoming a piece of nature into the cottage's cozy interior. This bed is your haven, where every detail is designed for your comfort. You can effortlessly adjust the bedding to your liking, whether it's pulling up the quilt for extra warmth or plumping up the pillows just right. Serenaded by the soothing scents of fresh linen, aged wood, and lingering lavender, you settle in for the night. With the stars and the moon keeping watch overhead, you can simply drift into a peaceful slumber, feeling safe and snug until morning within this enchanted, cozy cottage in the countryside.